Now let us start from question number 30. What is the molar specific heat of isothermal and adiabatic process respectively? Molar specific heat capacity is nothing but we know C is equal to dq by n delta T. Okay, and I am writing for isothermal process and adiabatic process. Okay, in isothermal process we know delta T is equal to 0. In adiabatic process we know delta Q is equal to 0. Therefore, C is equal to delta Q by N into 0. Delta T is equal to 0. I am substituting delta T value in isothermal process. So we will get, see here, something by 0 is nothing but infinite for isothermal process, and here C is equal to delta Q by N delta T. Here delta Q equal to 0 by something is nothing but 0. So the answers are respectively infinite comma 0. Option A is correct. If a temperature changes by delta T due to a heat transfer and gamma is equal to 5 by 2, then find out the internal energy. So here we know change in internal energy is equal to NCV delta T, and we know Cp minus Cv is equal to R. Therefore here Cp is equal to Cv plus R, and here gamma value is given as 5 by 2. So here, and we know gamma is equal to Cp by Cv, that Cp is nothing but Cv plus R divided by Cv plus R. Okay, so gamma is equal to Cv by Cv is nothing but 1 plus R by Cv. So here gamma minus 1 equal to R by Cv, and here Cv is equal to R by gamma minus 1. Cv equal to R by gamma minus 1. So substitute Cv value here. So delta U is equal to N. Cv is nothing but R by gamma minus 1 into delta T, and delta U is equal to NR by gamma is nothing but 5 by 2 minus 1 into delta T. So by solving this you will get the answer. 5 minus 2 is nothing but 3 by 2. So you will get the 2 by 3 of R delta T. Okay, so this is the answer. And next come to question number 32. Here the question number 32 is, the figure shows the PV plot of an ideal gas taken through a cycle ABCDA. The part ABC is a semicircle and CDA is half of an ellipse. So ABC is semicircle and CDA is half of an ellipse. Then the process during path A to B is isothermal. The process from A to B is isothermal. No, it is not isothermal. In isothermal process, we know isothermal curve will be like this. Pressure is inversely proportional to volume at constant temperature. We know the shape of the curve is like this. But here the shape is looking like this. So this is not the correct answer. Answer A is not correct. Heat flows out of the gas during the path B to C and C to D. B to C and C to D. Here initial volume is 3V and final volume is just less than 1V. Isn't it right? As the volume is decreasing, so this process is nothing but compression. In compression, we know work done is equal to 0. Compression means final volume is less than initial volume. So work done is negative here. Okay. So, and also here, and change in internal energy is nothing but, in this process, change in internal energy is P2 V2, T2 minus T1, that is nothing but P2 V2 minus P1 V1. So final pressure is same, but final volume is less than, as final volume V2 is less than V1. So delta U is also negative. So here heat energy is nothing but delta U plus delta W. So delta U is negative and delta W is also negative. So delta Q is negative. So the correct answer is delta Q is negative. Heat flows out of the gas. Heat flows into the gas is nothing but positive. Heat flows out of the gas is negative. we got a negative value, so heat flows out of the gas is the correct answer. And C bit is nothing but work done during path A to B, B to C is equal to 0. A to B, B to C is equal to 0. A to B, B to C is also equal to 0. So no, it is not correct. This is correct answer. Next, you propose to climb several flights of stairs to work off the energy you took in by eating 900 calories. Here the amount of energy given to you is equal to how much? 900 calories, and convert calories into joules. 900 into 4.2 joules. 1 calorie is nothing but 4.2 joules. How high must you climb in order to waste your extra energy? Assume that your mass is how much? 60 kg. So how high you should climb? So here we know from conservation of energy, delta Q is nothing but heat energy given to the system is equal to mgh. So here height h is equal to delta Q divided by m into g. So h is equal to delta Q is how much? 900 into 4.2 joules divided by m. M is nothing but 60 kg into g is nothing but g is how much? 9.8 meter per second square. So by solving this, you will get the answer for h value. Okay, question number 33 now, 34 now. Here in question number 34, here PV diagram is given. The PV diagram of figure 19.13. In this figure, shows a series of thermodynamic processes. In process A to B, where is A to B? This is A to B. In process A to B is nothing but constant volume process. Volume is constant. So in A to B, volume is constant, so work done is equal to 0. How much heat energy is supplied here? 150 joules of heat energy is supplied here. In process B to D, how much heat is given to the system? Let us consider this is 1, and 600 joules of heat is added in process B to D. That is delta Q2 is equal to 600 joules to the system in process B to D. And find the internal energy change in process A to B. In process A to B, what is the change in internal energy? So first one is in process A to B, work done is equal to 0 and amount of heat supplied equal to 150 joules. So change in internal energy equal to, from first law of thermodynamics, delta Q minus delta W, that is 150 joules minus 0 joules, work done is equal to 0. So delta U equal to 150 joules from the process A to B. And now the internal energy change in process ABD. What is the internal energy in the process A to B and B to D? So here in the second case, that is A to B and B to D, here the total amount of heat energy supplied equal to delta Q1 plus delta Q2, that is nothing but 150 plus 600 joules from A to B and B to D. So total amount of heat energy supplied is 750 joules, and work done, we need to find out the work done also in order to find out heat energy, internal energy, in order to find out internal energy. So delta W is nothing but from process A to B, work done from A to B plus work done from B to D. So work done from A to B is nothing but volume is constant here. So constant volume, in constant volume work done equal to 0 plus work done from B to D is nothing but pressure into delta V. So here pressure is how much? 8 into 10 to the power of 4. 8 into 10 to the power of 4 into final volume minus initial volume. What is final volume? 5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 minus 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So 5 minus 2, 5 minus 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So that is here. How much we will get? 5 minus 2 is nothing but 3 into 8, 2, 24. 24 into 10 is nothing but 240 joules. We will get delta W equal to 240 joules. So now delta U is equal to delta Q minus delta W from first law of thermodynamics. Delta Q is equal to how much? 750 minus 240 joules is the answer. That is 610 joules is the answer for B. Next, the total heat added in process ACD. ACD. What is the heat added in the process A to C and C to D? A to C and C to D. So in this case, what is the total heat added in process A to C and C to D? See here, initial state is A and final state is D. Earlier we find out the internal energy from A to B and B to D. So in this case A to B and B to D, and in this case A to C and C to D, initial and final states are same. So here the state function is internal energy. So internal energy is same in the A to C and C to D process also. So in this case the change in internal energy is equal to how much? 610 joules. Now we need to find out the work done here. So here work done from A to C, work done from A to C plus work done from C to D, work done from C to D, work done from A to C. A to C is nothing but area under this curve. Area under this curve is nothing but length into breadth. So length is how much here? 5 minus 2 is nothing but 3 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into height. Height is how much here? 3 into 10 to the power of 4 pascals. 3 into 10 to the power of 4 pascals. So here 3 into 3, 9. 9 into 10, we will get 90 joules as the work done. Plus, and work done in C to D. C to D is nothing but constant volume process. So this work done is equal to 0. So what is the final answer for work done in this case? 90 joules only. Now we can able to find out delta Q. Delta Q equal to delta U plus delta W. So heat energy supplied in the process A to C, C to D is 610 plus 90 is nothing but 720 joules is the final answer for this question. Okay. Now I am going to explain question number 35. 1 gram of water, 1 gram of water here, 1 second, yes, mass equal to 1 gram and initial volume is nothing but 1 centimeter cube and final volume is nothing but final volume V2 is equal to 1671 centimeter cube of steam. 1 gram of water becomes 1671 centimeter cube of steam when boiled at a constant pressure of 1 atmosphere. The heat of vaporization at this pressure is 2.256 into 10 to the power of 6 joules per kg. Compute the work done by the water when it evaporates and its increase in internal energy. What is the work done here? So work done is equal to, at constant process we know work done is equal to P delta V, that is nothing. Pressure is how much? He has given 1 atmosphere, that is 1.013 into 10 to the power of 5 pascals into change in volume. Change in volume is nothing but V2 minus V1 here. V2 is 1671 centimeter cube minus 1 centimeter cube. Here we need to convert centimeter cube into meter cube. So centimeter cube is nothing but 10 to the power of minus 6 meter cube. So by solving this you will get the answer for work done. Work done is equal to how much? 1.013 into 10 to the power of 5 is there, 10 to the power of minus 6 is there. So you will get 1670 here into 10 to the power of minus 1. Plus 5 minus 6 is there. So you will get 10 to the power of minus 1. So finally you will get 1.013 into 167 is the answer. Okay. Now compute the increase in internal energy. To compute the increase in internal energy, we need to find out the heat energy supplied to the system also. So heat energy supplied is nothing but here water is changing into steam. When the change of state is occurring, we need to find out delta Q is equal to M into L, mass into heat of vaporization or latent heat of vaporization. So here mass is how much? 1 gram, that is 1 into 10 to the power of minus 3 kg into L is how much? L is equal to 2.256 into 10 to the power of 6 joules per kilograms. So you will get the answer for this. By doing so, you will get 2.256 into 10 to the power of how much? 10 to the power of 6 minus 10 to the power of minus 3 is nothing but 10 to the power of 3 joules. So now you have work done and heat energy supplied. So ultimately you can find out internal energy. Internal energy equal to delta Q minus delta W. That is delta Q is how much? 2.256 into 10 to the power of 3 joules minus 1.013 into 167. By doing so, you will get the answer for delta U also. This is for B and this is for A. Okay, now move to question number 36. Here, a typical dorm room or bedroom contains about 2,500 moles of air. The number of moles equal to 2,500 moles. Find the change in internal energy of this much air when it is cooled from 35 degrees Celsius to 26 degrees Celsius at constant pressure of 1 atmosphere. Treat the areas as ideal gas with gamma is equal to 1.4. The gas cooled from 35 degrees Celsius to 26 degrees Celsius. So initial temperature T1 is equal to 35 degrees Celsius and final temperature T2 is equal to 26 degrees Celsius at constant pressure P is equal to 1 atmosphere, that is 1.013 into 10 to the power of 5 pascals. So here we can find out the work done. Work done is nothing but P delta V, that is 1.013 into 10 to the power of 5 pascals into delta V is nothing but you should not do like this. So sorry. Here, wait a second. Yes. T1 is given, T2 is given. Yes. We know change in internal energy. What is the change in internal energy? Here change in internal energy is nothing but we know NCV delta T. And we know CV is nothing but R by gamma minus 1. We have proved in previous problem into delta T. So delta U is equal to N equal to how much? 2500. And R value is nothing but 8.314 joule per mole per Kelvin. By gamma is 1.4 minus 1 into delta T. Delta T is how much? Final value temperature minus initial temperature. So from this you will get the answer for this. So you may have the doubt, why did you directly subtracted 35 from 26 R? Like that. You also can convert T1 into Kelvins and T2 also into Kelvins. The difference will be same, so that I did directly 26 minus 35. By doing this also you will get the same value, because we are adding same 273 to both the T1 and T2 values. So there is no change by doing directly also. Change in temperature will be remain same, but absolute temperature will be changed. So be careful while doing this. So by solving this, you will get the answer for change in internal energy of this question. Okay, right. Now 2 moles of an ideal gas are heated at constant pressure. So number of moles here is equal to how much? Number of moles equal to 2. And here he mentioned that pressure is constant from T1 equal to how much? 27 degrees Celsius to T2 is equal to 107 degrees Celsius. So first of all, draw a PV diagram for this process. PV diagram for this process. So here at constant process, As temperature increases, volume also increases. Now we would like to constant process. We should write a PV diagram for constant process here. So here, like, let us consider this is PV. P should be taken on y-axis and V should be taken on x-axis here. And here he mentioned that the process is constant. So constant process curve is nothing but this one. So this is the process. Okay, so first part is done already. Next, calculate the work done by the gas. So PBT is nothing but work done by the gas is nothing but P delta V. So here P is given as how much? Constant pressure. 2 moles of ideal gas are heated at constant pressure from T is equal to 27 degrees Celsius to 107 degrees Celsius. P delta V, we know P delta V is nothing but NR delta T. So, how we will get this? Because we know PV is equal to NRT. So, at constant pressure, if volume changes, temperature also changes, NR delta T. So, just simply I have written P delta V equal to NR delta T. So, here N value is how much? 2 into 8.314 into delta T. Delta T is nothing but final temperature minus initial temperature. 107 minus 27 is the answer. So that is 2 into 8.314 into 107 minus 27 is nothing but I hope it is 80. So by doing so you will get the answer for this question. Right? Next, 38. Calculate during the time 0.305 moles of an ideal gas undergoes an isothermal compression. So here number of moles equal to 0.305 moles of an ideal gas undergoes an isothermal compression. Isothermal is nothing but temperature is constant temperature process at 22 degrees Celsius. Temperature T equal to 22 degrees Celsius, that is 22 plus 273 is nothing but 295 kelvins. Work done is nothing but how much? 468 joules. Here he has given work done equal to 468 joules is done on it by the surroundings. Work done by the surroundings. So here it is nothing but negative work done, minus 468 joules. Work done on system by the surroundings. Work done on the system is nothing but negative. We know it already. If the final pressure P2 is equal to 1.76 atmosphere, what was the initial pressure P1 is equal to how much? We know work done in isothermal process is nothing but work done is equal to nRT ln P1 by P2. Here work done is nothing but he has given minus 468 joules is equal to N equal to how much? 0.305 into R is nothing but 8.314 into T is 295 into ln P1 divided by P2 is 1.76. So unknown thing is P1. So calculate the P1. So here it is nothing but ln. You will find the ln in calculator. Ln P1 by 1.76. This value is. Okay. So unknown thing is P1 here. So you can find out P1 directly from this. And now sketch a PV diagram for this process. As this is isothermal process, we directly write a PV diagram. PV like this. So PV diagram will be look like this. Next, come to question number 39. Here in a gas undergoes two processes. In first process, the volume remains constant. At 0.2003 meter cube, and the pressure increases from 2 into 10 to the power of 5 pascal to 5 into 10 to the power of 5 pascals. So I am writing a PV diagram for this. So consider this is P and this is V. And here initial pressure is nothing but how much? 2 into 10 to the power of 5 pascals, and final pressure is nothing but 5 into 10 to the power of 5 pascals. And let us consider this is 0.120 meter cube and this is 0.200 meter cube. Okay, the gas undergoes two processes. In first, the volume remains constant at 0.2003 meter cube and the pressure increases from 2 into 10 to the power of 5 pascals to 5 into 10 to the power of 5 pascals. By keeping the volume constant, the gas increases from 2 into 10 to the power of 5 pascals to 5 into 10 to the power of 5 pascals. So this is diagram for first case. The second process is a compression to a volume of 0.120 meter cube at a constant pressure of 5 into 10 to the power of 5 pascals. Next one is nothing but at constant process of 5 into 10 to the power of 5 pascals, the volume is compressed from 0.2 to 0.120. This is the next process. Consider A, B, C. So this is final step. A to B, the system is going from A to B and B to C. Okay, in a PV diagram, show both processes. I have shown already. Find the total work done by the gas during both processes. In this case, volume is constant. So work done is equal to 0. In first case, work done is equal to 0. And in second case, W is nothing but P delta V. So here P is how much? 5 into 10 to the power of 5. Pressure is constant. In volume is nothing but final volume is 0.120 meter cube minus initial volume is 0.200 meter cube. You will get negative work done because it is work done on the gas by the surroundings. Okay, you will get the answer for this by doing so. And next question number 40. When a quantity of monoatomic ideal gas expands at a constant pressure, and here pressure is constant and the gas is monoatomic gas. For monoatomic gas, gamma value is 5/3. In a rare question also he has given as gamma equal to 5/3 for monoatomic gases. Pressure is constant and that constant pressure is equal to 4 into 10 to the power of 4 pascals. And now the volume of the gas increases from 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter cube to final volume 8 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter cube. So what is the change in internal energy of the gas? So we need to find out change in internal energy of the gas here. So here we can find out work done first. Delta U is nothing but delta Q minus delta W. So we find out delta Q and delta W now. So now delta Q is equal to NCP dt. So for has given N is not given. So simply Cp dt, here Cp dt, that is Cp is nothing but Cv plus R into dt